What's going on, YouTube? It's Chief Tex Films, your tour guide on the road to elevating your image. And on this channel, I highlight my ups and downs so you can capitalize off of my wins and suffer none of my losses. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. Alright, we're going to get into this behind the scenes of Jeirilyn Music's My Body music video. We rented an Airbnb for this shoot, and it always works out good when the artist understands that, you know, production costs more than just paying the videographer for to shoot the video. I'm getting paid to shoot and edit, but we still need props, we need locations, we need, you know, things like that. So it's cool that she understood this and paid for the Airbnb so we can have room and space to do what we needed to do. I try to utilize every corner of this Airbnb to make this video as exciting as possible. By the title of it, you would think that it would have a male. We didn't have a male, so I had to rock with what I had, and but she had choreography to it, so you know, it turned out dope. This right here is the first scene, man, and after setting up my 3 lights, this is what we ended up with. After, you know, doing her choreography, the 3 lights set up, some color correction on this raw footage from the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. This is what we got for the first scene. For the second scene, I wanted to utilize this bay window. The whole Airbnb was dope, but they had this bay window. So I used these 2 LED lights that I have. They're the RGB lights, so you know they go through the whole RGB spectrum, so I don't have to gel my lights or nothing like that. I could just, you know, dial in what I want, what colors I want, and they deliver for me. So I got 1 on each side of her, and then I have a key light in front of her to make sure that, you know, she's lit well and not just lit with the 2 lights on the side of her. But the limit that I kept running into while setting up this shot, it's an island in the middle of the kitchen that you'll see later on in the video. And during this shot, I realized that I could just move the island out the way. It wasn't connected to anything. I could just move it out of the way. I was nervous about it, you know, it being an Airbnb. I didn't want to, you know, disturb nothing. But on productions, man, sometimes you have to, you know, you gotta move some furniture around. So, you know, I moved the island out the way so I can get her centered on this bay window and get her where I needed her to do her choreography at. I wanted to get a full body shot, but I didn't want to move the island too far out of the way. So this is what we ended up with, and with a little bit of color correction on it, you know, it looks like $1 million. It looked like we meant to do this. You know, seeing the behind the scenes, you see all of the stuff that's in the way, and it's always cool to see how, you know, the end shot ended up. And I'm really satisfied with the end shot on this scene right here. All right, on this scene, I was running out of locations, man. Luckily, they had a garage in the Airbnb. And once I stepped out there and took a look out there, I realized that these doors in the back would be dope. You know what I mean? So the big plus of having these RGB lights is I can light up that backdrop any color I wanted to. So being that I have 2 lights, I could really flat light the whole backdrop of this scene. And my ideas for her was to have her to be silhouetted, but I wanted to have like a hair light. This was my initial thoughts. I wanted to have a hair light and her silhouetted just so I can see her slightly, and then the backdrop to be red, or, you know, whatever color I picked. Just so happened we did blue, red, orange. We did a couple different colors just to try some things out, man. And it ended up working out good in the music video because I utilized most of the different colors, just flipping back and forth. But yeah, right here she's she's setting up to do her choreography. I wanted the light to be behind her a little bit, just so I can get her hair in the shot, illuminate her hair. I knew she was gonna be stepping forward in her choreography. So let's put the light overhead, man, with my C-stand and my 672 aperture light. Yeah, and it turned out amazing, man. You know, this shot right here is dope, man. I like this shot a lot, and I think the choreography brought out the genius in this whole setup, man. You know, just this. I think she learned like 8-bar choreography set, and it made a big difference in what we was doing, man. I'm not used to having choreography. I'm used to doing, you know, rap music videos, or we just in the kitchen with some dope and money everywhere. I'm not used to having somebody doing choreography and dancing and all of that. And that too goes with that too. The camera is stationary. Usually I had a camera moving a lot, but being that it's an R&B song, she's singing, the stationary camera with a couple different angles, it really works out, man. So, you know, you want it to be as polished as possible. So I got the camera on sticks. So here's the red backdrop with the overhead light, and man, look at this, man. It looks amazing, man. And this Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera footage is amazing. I got rid of this camera, man. I'm looking at this footage now, and I'm just like, I need to go get that camera back. But the Canon EOS RP could have handled this also, man. But it doesn't shoot flat though. That's the only downside. So this scene would have been totally different. All right, for this scene, I wanted to light her with my 672 aperture light as the key light, and then in the background, I wanted to have the gels be red, and I wanted that back wall to be evenly lit. So, you know, just separate her from the background, along with the 2.0 aperture that I have on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. So I just really wanted to separate her from the background and make this scene pop. You know, with 3 lights, man, you can really turn an ordinary looking living room into a multi-million dollar looking music video set. So you just got to know what you're doing, man, with the stuff that you got. These LED lights that I'm using, you see they lighting the whole back wall, and they only cost me like $40 or $50, man. So, you know, technology is changing. We don't have to do all of the same things we used to do. I literally come in with the camera, my 3 lights that I have, and these are the only 3 lights that I have. These RGB lights and the 672 light panel, and I can light, if I have one subject, I can light anything how I want to light it, man. So it's really not all about having the most expensive equipment all the time. You know, you got to be creative with what you have, and just know what you're doing. You know, you got to know how to work your camera and how your camera is going to react to these lights. And I know how my camera is going to react to these lights, so I can go into any situation with these 3 lights in my camera and make some magic, man. And that's what we did on this music video scene. So here's the scene of what it looks like, you know, straight out of camera. As you can see from this scene, I'm using a wide aspect ratio, so it looks cinematic already, but you know, you don't really see the separation in this shot because I have my aperture up high. I pretty much wanted everything to be in focus on the wide shot. That's how I usually shoot. I want everything to be in focus on the wide shots. But once I zoom in, then this is where you see the separation of her and the background. I'm just put a light color correction on it so you can see what I was going for, because straight out of camera is too flat. So this is just a light color correction. I don't think this is what I use for the actual music video, but yeah, this scene look dope, man. Look dope. All right, man, that's enough sauce for y'all for today, man. I gave away enough of my secrets. I really don't shoot music videos like that anymore, so I don't care about telling y'all how I used to shoot them, man. I'm not really interested in shooting music videos. Unless it's a client that I had for a long time and we got a good rapport. I probably won't be shooting music videos that much anymore. Even though it was my first love, and I'm still interested in doing it, love doing it, but it just gotta make sense, man. Right now, the industry is just flooded with local music videos, man. I don't wanna, I wanna elevate, so I'm into other things right now, but I'm always love music videos, but it just gotta make sense monetarily and otherwise. But that's enough, man. We did I think we did like 3 more setups, but basically the same techniques, man, with these 3 lights, separating her from the background and throwing a different color on the backdrop. So music video should be dropping soon, man. Make sure y'all keep an eye out for that. Make sure y'all go to my website. I got my store up, selling them tees, selling right now I got the Lightroom preset pack up there. Make sure you go check that out, man. The links in my bio and all of that. So if you like videos like this, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out, but y'all keep them cameras rolling, man.